buddy. So first of all, this is my second time up here, so this is super exciting. This is actually one of the hardest things to do. So coming up here takes a lot of guts. So I just want to commend everybody that's coming up here tonight to perform. It's like literally one of the hardest things to do. So shout out to everybody for that. But yeah, I started telling people that I'm doing comedy a little bit now. I'm actually a financial advisor, so that was funny earlier. I'm actually a financial advisor, so I do have a real job in case this doesn't work out. Yeah, I started telling people I'm doing comedy, so I'm like rehearsing jokes. I'm telling people jokes. And the thing that I don't like is that now they're telling me like, oh, instead of saying that, you should say this. I'm like, bitch, do I tell you how to stack the soup at Pathmark or Stop and Shop? Don't tell me how to make my own joke, but I digress. So the other day I was watching Instagram Reels like an adult, not no goddamn TikTok. You won't catch me watching TikTok videos. I'll just wait till it's posted on Instagram to actually watch it. But yeah, I'm watching this video, and this guy walks up to this woman, and he's like, "Hey, how much rent do you pay a month?" And she's like, $2,800. He's like, so I actually do apartment tours. Would you mind showing us your apartment? And she's like, okay. I was like, okay. Like, are there no such thing as pedophiles and killers or any of that anymore? So the video continues, and the guy is literally in her apartment, going room to room, and I'm in just such disbelief because when I was growing up, I was taught not to talk to strangers. So like, if somebody asked me for the time and I didn't know them, you're not getting the time from me. You better ask somebody else. Man, social media is crazy because people can just come up to you, stick a camera to your face, and you'll do and say whatever. There's another video where people go around asking how much money you make, and that's funny to me too because I'm African, and Africans tend to be very private people. So anytime that video comes, I'm just thinking about an African answering that question. And they have a good reason to be private because I don't know if you guys noticed, but as immigrants, we send money back home, a couple $100s or whatever. And what happens is, say they ask an African this question and they're making good money and that video goes viral and their cousins back home see it and they're gonna be like, do you see this? She is making over 6 figures and she's only sending us a couple $100. What is this? So for that, they don't want to send any more money than they have to. So they keep a very, very private life. But yeah, social media is ruining these kids. And luckily, I don't have any kids yet. And it's too goddamn expensive having kids nowadays. It's so expensive. My sister's actually sending her kids to Africa. So it was like the light bill or daycare. So she sent them to Africa where they get daycare and no lights, and she'll have lights and no daycare. So it works out for everybody.